Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. So today morning we have seen just hearing, Shravanam is not sufficient. And Mananam, the contemplation, independently thinking about whatever you have heard is 100 times beneficial, more beneficial than just hearing. And to meditate on, that is Nidhyasanam, is 100,000 times better than just contemplation. And Nirvikalpa is infinitely beneficial. So that is what we have seen today in the verse 365. Now moving on to 366. Nirvikalpa samadhina sputam Brahma tattvam avagamyate dhruvam nanyatach chalataya manogatehe pratyayantara mishritam bhave. Is there any problem in this meter? Ragam enna ragam? Nirvikalpa sputam. Ananta samsara. The influence of Ananta samsara. Okay. Okay, anyway. Nirvikalpa தான் வருது, அனந்த சம்சாரம் வருது போல இருக்கு. Okay, it will come. Next time it will come. So this time we will chant this way only. Okay. Nirvikalpa samadhina sputam Brahma tattvam avagamyate dhruvam. Very clearly, Brahma tattvam avagamyate. You recognize the self in your heart. Nirvikalpa samadhina. Through the practice of Nirvikalpa samadhi. Dhruvam means what? Very firmly you get established and there will be no doubt about it. So that is the beauty of this Nirvikalpa samadhi. Because without getting distracted, you are totally focusing on that one and one only. So like that worm which is looking always at the mother, becoming the wasp. Similarly, this Jivatma, he realizes his true nature and he rediscovers himself to be the true self without any doubt. Dhruva means what? Very firmly you know it. Without any doubt you know it. Na anyata, there is no other path, not by any other means, because chalataya manogatehe pratyayantara vimishritam bhavet. When the mind, chalataya means when it is oscillating always, means in the vyavahara. In other times when the mind is oscillating, what happens? Pratyayantara vimishritam bhavet. The self is always mixed up with other things, like whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we feel emotionally. So as if the self is mixed up with all these things and it's not clear. So in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi Abhyasam, when consciously you disregard everything else except the self, exclusively focus on the self, then you see it clearly. So when you come back into the world, everything clouds you. Whatever superimposed, the world of names and forms and the relationships and the worries, whatever you have, everything clouds. And then there is no proper discrimination, proper understanding. So therefore, you have to sit and clearly know the self within in that Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Then only, even while you are transacting, you can have an idea of what is this self. When you don't recognize it in your heart during Nirvikalpa, never ever you will recognize what it is. And you may misunderstand. And you may take something else for the self. See, that is more dangerous actually. If you don't know it also is fine. If you take something else to be yourself, then that is a problem. So where are we now? 6. Okay. Okay. So therefore, pratyantara vimishritam bhavet. It gets mixed up with all the other ideas, thoughts, the names and forms. Therefore, it is very important for Nirvikalpa. You are getting the point? So in the Nirvikalpa only, there is no tamas rajas. There is only sattva, and it goes sattva-tita also. And then sushukshma vritya. With your very subtle intellect, through subtle thought, you get a glimpse of it. You know it what it is. And then you realize the self. Atas samadasva yatendriyasan nirantaram shantamana pratichi vidvamsayadhvantamanadhya vidyaya kridam sadhekatva vilokanena atas samadhatsvayatendriyasan nirantaram shantamana pratichi vidvamsayadhvantamanadhya vidyaya kritam sadhekatva vilokanena ataha. Therefore, yatendriyaha san. Yatendriyaha means one who is a master of one's senses. Yatendriyaha san, controlling your senses. Nirantaram shantamanaha pratichi, always keeping the poise within yourself. With that kind of serenity and tranquility of the mind, samadhatsva, you practice the samadhi abhyas, try to focus attention on the self, and always try to abide in the self. By that, what happens? Vidvamsaya dvantu anad avidya. By that, you destroy this very dark anadi avidya, beginningless avidya. Sad ekatva vilokanena. By recognizing truly that one self within, you destroy all the ignorance about the self. So the self shines clearly in the samadhi avastha. So all the misunderstanding, all the non-apprehension, everything is removed. And then clearly you see the self. Therefore, very important what? The first two lines are very important. Jitendriya, yatendriya san, controlling the senses. Shantamanaha, nirantaram shantamanaha, ever quiet within, tranquil and serene, unprovoked by the external stimuli, and not swayed by the internal thought processes. Shantamanaha, you samadhatsva, you focus your attention on the self. So through two channels the mind gets disturbed. One is from the external stimuli. So the senses have to be controlled. And second, even if the senses are controlled, already the mind can create a lot of disturbances. See? Mind can create. It's a lava. It can throw up anything. So there also Shantamanaha. So these two things are always emphasized. So from the external stimuli also protect yourself, and from the internal turbulence, internal, all these things also you protect yourself. Then only you can focus your attention. See, all these things can happen only when you are attached to something or other. That is why when you are not attached, nothing matters, actually. See, Chuma, our example I am giving you. Evening when we are worshipping at the Lord, Arunachala Atmalingeshwara's temple, these two children, cute young children come there. They play with us. For some time they entertain us, then they go away. And we also are happy. And we don't have any other this thing with them. So we don't have much this thing. But their parents will go and ask, my God, every day they fight with each other, they cry. Yeah, when they smile, they are happy. They are a bundle of joy only. But when they cry like anything, mad, for no reason, and they fight, and then you become very responsible, and then you get attached, and then you are concerned. Ha, 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 ha. See, like that in the world is an entertainment. There is no problem. When you get involved and when you get, attached, when you take all the responsibility on your head, then gone. See? Then that disturbs you so much. But with your children, you cannot do that. Oh, it is not so. Swamiji, am I not responsible? Yes, you are responsible. But you take the burden on your head instead of keeping at the feet of the Lord. That's what Bhagavan says, unburden yourself. He is only carrying all the burden. You are thinking you are. So unburden yourself. So only when we unburden this kind of, not distracted by anything, we can focus attention. That is why the sannyasa they say, no? Sannyasa means what? Not getting attached to anything is sannyasa. And after that also, if you build something, if you get attached, then it is your problem. It is not the Guru's problem. Kaupinavantaha kalu bhagyavantaha. See, always, Kaupinavantaha kalu bhagyavantaha. For him there is only one trouble, to get food. If you get food, nothing else, no electricity bill for him, no petrol, no recharge, mobile recharge for him. Is there? Then he is not a bhikshu. He is not Gaupinavantaha. He is Mobile-vantaha. So then you are free actually. Yes, of course, if you are troubled with some illness and all, you have to take proper medication. Well, that Lord will help somehow. Or you go, how does it matter? Nothing happens. When one bulb fuses, nothing happened to the electricity. So that is fine. So therefore, yes. Okay, you are thinking about yourself.
The Lord is, you said the Lord is anyway carrying all the burden. Lord is also, as you said the other day, is programmed somehow.
Yeah.
The programming is...
See, for our sake, you should say, Lord is carrying out everything. If you go and ask Lord, He will say, I am not doing anything. Nobody is doing anything. Yes, nobody is doing anything. It's all happening. How? Nobody knows. That's the beauty of it.
But it is perfectly happening, no? Karma phala, the motion of planets is perfect, no?
That is how the Maya creates the perfection, harmony, and believe you that there is something other than yourself. Maya can create anything. Can create harmony also.
It's perfection and imperfect at the same time.
Okay. So, Vidvamsa, Dhvantam, Anadhya Vidya. So, by clearly recognizing the self in your heart, all this avidya, ajnana is destroyed. So, for that, these two things. You have to control the senses and control the mind. Again and again. Then, samadhi will happen. For that, no garbage in, therefore no garbage out. If you put garbage continuously inside, then how you can manage? The garbage will come continuously only from within. Is that not so? So, chumma tevilama things to you hear, you talk, and information overload. You go on seeing something. See, all those things are disturbances only. Therefore, if you really mean business in this path, then you have to adjust yourself with all these instructions. Yatendriyaha san shantamanaha pratichi vidvamsaya dvantamanadya vidya kridam sadekatva avalokanena. Now, 368. Yogasya pratamam dvaram भाग्निरोधो परिग्रहः निराशच्च निरीहा च नित्यं एकान्तशीलता योगस्य प्रथमद्वारं वाङ्निरोधो परिग्रहः निराशा च निरीहा च नित्यं एकान्तशीलता योगस्य प्रथमद्वारं. What is the primary gate or the main gate? See, it's not first gate. It's a wrong interpretation. It is the main gate. Like we know, main tower you say na Raja Gopuram. That is the main entrance. So the main gate for yogasya, to gain this yoga, is what? Vang nirodha. Shut up. Shut up means what? Do not talk unnecessarily. Dekho suno mat bolo. Don't comment. Don't judge. Yes. Shut up and get out. Correct. Now if I say, you will get out. Yeah. So, Vang Nirodha. See, that's what our Acharya keeps saying. Dekho suno mat bolo. Regarding the world. You see, hear, but don't comment or don't react. That is the idea. And within yourself, don't go on chattering. We do it so much, When we are alone, we go on talking to ourselves. See, what is the difference between a madcap and an ordinary person? He talks loudly, but we talk very softly. That is the difference, only difference. The madcap, he talks loudly. And sometimes on the road, you find a lot of madcap with the Bluetooth on, talking. We wonder what has happened to him, whether he is talking to somebody. But even without Bluetooth, some people are talking to themselves. So that we have to avoid. Because that is mental preoccupation. You are not in the present and you are not available for the fresh present experience. See, this you make sure, always you are available for the present beautiful experience, whatever it is. That is done. That is all it is. Actually, that is all it is. When you are not available for the present experience, you are not available for any experience, because that becomes an habit. Not to be in the present, not to be available for the experience. So therefore, Vang Nirodha, and then Aparigraha. It is not Parigraha, it is Aparigraha. Do not unnecessarily accumulate things which is not required. My God, I tell you, these ammas don't listen. When I tell, don't accumulate things. Swamiji, it is all important, it's all required. You know how many vessels and how many things in that storeroom? Go and see, please. My God, I can't even understand. Swamiji, you don't know. You sit in your room, but we have to cook and give food now. That is okay. But I tell you, 40-50% of things are chumma kuppaya kadakanga. Like that in our house also, how much we accumulate. Chumma accumulating. And buying. And then throwing out. See, this is sort of a disease. And for a sadhaka, this is a terrible disease. You more and more accumulate, then you have to manage it. At least you have to dust it every day. Otherwise, kuppaya, only a dust. You have to dust it, you have to manage it. And then you do not know where to throw also. This is the problem. You don't know where to throw. See, these batteries, it's all gone, but where to throw you don't know. There is no proper system also here. So, very difficult. Aparigraha, bare minimum is enough. Whatever is required, you enough. And you accumulate so many things. It will be useful somewhere, And see, the problem is, you don't understand anything, and you come and destroy the whole serenity of the ashram also. You should listen properly, why are you here? You are here to listen. But you think you are smart. And you know what happens? Aparigraha. Everything is accumulated, unnecessary. You do it in your house. Don't do it here. No, Swami, you don't know anything. This is what people talk to me, you know. You don't know anything. So we will accumulate only everything. Everything accumulated, everywhere. And nobody to take care also. Cobwebs everywhere. And this, what the white ants. Everything gone. I don't know why. See, that is why, like Tapovan Maharaj, you should not build any ashram. You should not allow any devotee to come around you, even near you. You should be only with the Paramatma. So, Kaivalya Sthiti. Otherwise, this becomes a problem, you know. Chomma go on buying. Another Italy Gunda has come. For the pit, somebody bought another Italy, very Gunda, Asuran Marg. And the mission failed also. And it will be remaining there. It cannot be done anything also. And you know what? If I say yes, there are 100 families ready to accumulate so much of vessels here. Their vessels, they don't find place in their house. Their daughter-in-laws are not accepting it. These are old Anda Gunda, who wants? Swamiji, you have built an ashram, can we please come and give you? No. Saying no, these many things have come here. And people are very readily available to donate books. Swamiji, when are you going to have library? Why? We have a lot of books. We don't know what to do with the books. And our children are not at all concerned about it. They don't care for it. So they won't dump on your head. So, aparigraha means don't accumulate anything. You go and see my cupboard, how many dhotis, how many things. I don't know why it comes. You cannot say no, people dump. And books people give you. Swamiji, this is a wonderful book, read. Are Baba, I don't want. No, you have to read. If you say no also, they don't leave you. You have to read. And they push it on you. Beyond an extent, what can you do? If a person is violent, what can you do? You say, no, Baba, I don't want. No, you should study. I have written this. You have to study. Everywhere you go, this many books I get. And I don't read books, definitely. And I don't know what to do with the books also. I also have the same problem. Anybody wants to open the library anywhere? I can give you 100 books. Aparigraha. I tell you, for the seeker is very important. Otherwise the mind is always clouded. Cobweb not in the outside world, in your mind, cobweb. Don't accumulate. Throw away everything. Throw away everything. You may not need it. If you really need it, you can buy it. How does it matter? You can buy it. And the Ziploc bags, thousands of Ziploc bags. You on the Kir, oh, nonsense, I tell you. So, aparigraha. Then nirashacha, nirihacha. In some ammas I have seen hundreds of kudai. Kudai to carry things, basket. Hundreds of baskets. Why? Maybe needed. It will be required. You know, I am supporting a cause, Swamiji. Those, you know, those people there in the rural areas, they are making this kudai. So I buy all the kudai. Kudakari. Those days, there are some kudakaris, you know. Always with the kudai kari.
People change. I remember about 20 years ago, the winter retreat camp. Once Swamiji told me, you go home and pack. I said, what about you? Showed me a cloth bag and said, two sets of clothes. Then come with me.
Yeah, true. So, aparigraha, nirashacha, nirihacha. Nirasha means not to expect anything from the world. Asha dukkasya karanam. So, nirasha. Niriha. Niriha means not to have any desire for anything. Nityam ekanta shilata. And live ever in a solitary place. Ekanta shilata. Don't mix with the crowd. Remain aloof. If you are serious seeker, nitya ekanta shilata. Ekanta means what? Be alone. And don't expect anything from anybody. Don't expect anything from life. Don't expect anything from God. And don't have any desire for anything. Idella senjachinale, there is only peace. There is no other choice, na? But we want to know how to accumulate everything, how to have all desires, and how to expect, with the expectation, how to attain peace. That you teach us. See, this is what we want to learn. We don't want to change a bit, but with everything we want to attain that highest and also attain that peace. That will not happen. See, you may find some Mahatmas running the show, meaning big things, but inside they may not be attached to anything, actually speaking. But if you are attached to something or other, that creates a lot of disturbance in the mind. See, this samadhi is not a joke. You have to really focus continuously and sadhikanu other. The sadhikanu means what? You have to really sit and work on it. So if you are distracted by all these mundane things, how can you sit quietly, peacefully and focus your attention on the self? You know? So nirasha, not to expect anything, not to expect anybody to change, because God could not change us. How can we change anybody? So nirasha, niriha, no desire, no attachment, nityam ekanta shilata. These are all the important qualities we have to develop. Nityam ekanta shilata. Every weekend I want to go for a party. See, birthday party, this party, that party. I don't know how many parties they throw. They throw parties. So nityam ekanta shilata. Just be yourself and be happy. And these are the important steps towards the achieving real samadhi. Pratamadhwaram is Vang Nirodha. There is no doubt. Keep quiet.
You have to train him if you don't have, but for a householder who has children, it is his duty to
Educate.
values and
Educate.
them and give them proper sanskara.
Sanskaras, correct.
So, it actually...
See, for that spouse also should cooperate. That is also there. And both of the parents should train the children in the right path.
So we expect the child to be
That is a problem.
formed in a particular way.
That is a problem. See, you can do all the right things, but whatever happens, you have to accept it as prasada.
Okay.
Because that child has got its own samskaras from previous janmas. And it has its own destination to reach. We cannot do much. See, when you make appointments with the future, you are always disappointed. So, see, do the best, hope for the best, and prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. See, it is not that you suddenly becoming a devotee, everything will change. No. For devotee, there will be more problems. God may test you more. So therefore, don't expect anything from God also. Why? Why should we expect anything from God? Let him mind his business, let us mind our business. என்ன சுவாமி ரொம்ப அரகண்டா பேசுறீங்க சுவாமிஜி. Arrogance. No, it is not arrogance. If you expect anything from anybody, you will be disappointed only. Whatever you deserve, you get. That's all. And that is enough. Not anything more. See, while running this ashram, this is our own experience. Lord provides whatever we need. That's all He provides. Not even 1 cent more. Whatever is required, He always provides. But nothing more. But that is good. So that there is some sort of a serenity here. If there is more and more and more, there will be unwanted elements involved. And then the peace is gone. So, when we are simple and humble with bare minimum, always it is good for the sadhaka, for the sadhana. Now, next verse, 369. Ekanta sthiti rindriya paramane. एकांत स्थितिरिंद्रिया परमने हेतुर्दमश्चेतसः samrode karanam shamena vilayam yayadaham vasana tenanandarasanubhuti rachala brahmi sada yoginaha tasma chitta nirodhayeva satatam karya prayatnan munehe. See Shankara, how beautifully he has developed this thought. See, he is a genius. See what he has done here. Once again we will read. Ekantasthitirindrayoparamane Heturdhamaschetasaha samrode karanam shamena vilayam yayadaham vasana tenanandarasanubhuti rachala brahmi sada yoginaha tasma chitta nirodhayeva satatam karya prayatnan munehe. Ekanta sthitihi. When you are living alone in solitude, ekanta sthitihi indriya uparamane, the senses need not go around in the world. When you are to yourself, ekanta sthitihi means what? Indriya uparamana happens very effortlessly. Uparamana means what? It will not go out. The senses will not go out. Only when you are with the people, or only when we go out for the parties, or here, there, then the senses are very active. When you are with yourself, ekante sukhamasyatam, when you are comfortable with yourself, there is no need for the senses to roam around here and there. So naturally, the senses are withdrawn. Then, and this leads to what? Uparamane hetuhu damaha. So this is called as dhamma, and this dhamma will lead you to where? Chetasaha samrode karanam. And the mind will not be disturbed unnecessarily. When the senses are not roaming in the world, the mind unnecessarily won't be disturbed. Chetasaha samrode karanam. So it becomes the cause for the mind to be quiet. Shamena, by that shama, that is called as shama. By that shama, vilayam yayad aham vasana. When the mind is very quiet, then there is no scope for this ahankara to sort of assert itself. This is how he is saying. So when you are in the ekanta vasa, living alone, not moving with the crowd, then the senses naturally they withdraw. When the senses are withdrawn, the mind has got no scope to roam around, so it is quiet. When the mind is quiet, the ahankara has got no business. So ahankara also will subside. Tena ananda rasana bhuti rachala brahmi sada yoginaha. And then this yogi, he enjoys what? Ananda rasana bhuti, achala, and the stillness, total stillness. Brahmi sada yogini, and he is always in that Brahma tattvam, this yoginaha. Tasmat, therefore, chitta vritti nirodha eva satadam karyaha prayatnan munehe. Therefore, the seeker, munihi, the contemplative one, chitta vritti nirodha eva satadam karyam. What is his duty? Primary duty, he should, with efforts, try to control the chitta vrittis. Unnecessary roaming of the mind. The mind should not be allowed unnecessarily to think about anything. The mind should not be allowed to chatter for no reason. not to go into the past and brood over something. This is our favorite pastime, always going into the past or going into the future. Ayyo, what will happen? I don't know. What will happen? I don't know. I don't know. My children, whether they will take care of me or not, I don't know. I don't have any faith in them. Then, somehow I got some money. Maybe we will see. We will go to Nana Nani. And there, Nana Nani means it's an old age home. Sort of. What? No, not old age home. It's called as what? Assisted living. Seniors assisted living or something like that. Very comfortable. Huh? Okay, whatever it is. That's what you understand, na? That is what I mean. So there you go. There you go. And there you always expect the sun to call. What tapasya you do? When is he going to call me? From morning till evening only tapasya is the sun should call. Why should that damn idiot call you? No. After all, he is my son. He has not called me so much. 2 weeks he has not called me. That fellow also, why can't he call? He is so busy with his life. So these young elders, pavangal, they go on suffering. They don't leave. But the foreigners, the Westerners, they don't do that. They leave it that way. Gone means gone. Go. They don't expect. But our people, they go on expecting. And why my grandson is not, answering the call? My daughter-in-law is not giving to the grandson. Always she only talks. See? All these things. So therefore, don't expect anything and don't have any desire. Be with yours. This we have to learn when we are young. Otherwise, we are going to be in trouble. When we get old, we are going to be in trouble. Because nobody cares. Nobody have time. Nobody cares. Nobody have time. If you have got a lot of money, people will be around you for the money's sake. If you don't have money also, nobody cares. Okay. This is Nidarsanam Unmai. In Bhajagovindam he says, Yavat vitto parjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha. Pascha jivade jarjara dehe vartam kopina prichadi gehe. Adi Shankara says, when you have money in your pocket, the people around you will ask, Eppadi irukappa, nalla irukkiya, how are you? Everything is all right, they will ask. When you don't have money, even your own people will not even ask you, how are you? In your own house, they will not care for you. Jarjara dehe, when you become very old and not able to earn and spend, nobody cares. This is the truth of life. Adi Shankara says in Bhajagovindam. So we have to train our mind to not expect anything from anybody and not to have any unnecessary, any desires for that matter. And live with ourselves, within our means. We have to train to live within ourselves. Then we are saved. See, whatever is going to happen anyway, prarabdha vashad. But we can avoid the worries. We can avoid the unnecessary, this thing, suffering we can avoid. So therefore, ekante, if you are all alone, the senses will not chumma roam here and there. The mind will be quiet and there is no business for this ahankara. That is why we cannot keep quiet, The ahankara doesn't want to keep quiet. It will go here, go there, do this, do that. It will give some excuse. Why can't you just sit quiet? Can't. And the ulla irke and the satan, the vasanas, it will not allow. So you go on running. So therefore, tasmat chitta vritti nirodha eva satadam karyaha prayatnan mune. So therefore this muni has to do what? With the effort he has to sit and chitta vritti nirodha. He should not allow any of the thoughts to sway him. Let the thoughts come, let the thoughts go. But I have nothing to do with these thoughts. And you remain like that. See, one more thing, yesterday I got an idea. Yesterday we saw the film, Adi Shankara film. That is not film about Adi Shankara, please understand. That is Adi Shankara in the mind of G.V. Iyer. He is not Adi Shankara actually. Don't have any sort of misconception. G.V. Iyer's Adi Shankara it is. It is not Adi Shankara actual. See, Sringeri Pavan, they approve everything. Because they will not have any time to go through anything now. They say, very nice, go, okay, approved. But what I mean to say, see, yesterday I was wondering why nothing of Vivekachudamani is coming there. He is talking this, that, everything. Death, okay, and he is very sad about somebody dying. Allah, okay. But where is the Anatma, Atma, Viveka, and abiding in the self? Nothing of that sort.
But they even showed the politics between the four.
That is all fine. But what I mean to say, the main teaching, not much. I would say not much. Therefore, it is not Adi Shankara's film actually. Whatever G.V. Iyer thought of Adi Shankara, that was shown yesterday. So don't get swayed away. Oh, this is Adi Shankara. No. And power, whatever the actor could act, he has acted. And whatever he could direct, he has directed. And whatever we could watch, we have watched. That is all. Adi Shankara is someone else, something else.
Absolutely.
He is something else. Could not be captured in this, it is beyond. See, how wonderful it is, see. So, therefore, very systematically he is giving you. When you are in the Ekantavasa, the senses are under your control. The mind has no business to roam. And then the Ahankara has no scope for expressing. There you are enjoying your own Anandarasa. Therefore, Chitta Vritti Nirodha Eva Satadam Karyaha. What is your duty? To control the mind, tame the mind, and go beyond the mind. That is the primary duty of any sadhaka.
It's much easier in the high altitude. That's why they go from Kerala to Himalayas. Swamiji, at high altitude, mind.
Yeah, I agree, because someone has told me, in Kailasha and all, mind will not even work, not even function, they say.
Even though sense river sound is 24/7, you have to hear.
Yeah, I agree with you. See, certain places have got certain magnetic power. It is there. I agree with you. But when you come down, once again it will start. So therefore, you should not depend on the place or time for your this thing. You should go beyond. And still, anywhere in the marketplace also, you should be able to. But initially, we have to be in the solitary place and become strong. Ulle pelattukol. Become strong within. Then you can go out. So Yoga Swami says, Ulle pelattukol. Pelattukol means be strong within. And then you can face the world and you can manage everything well. But here you are shaky. Then if you go into the world, everything will be messed up. Here you become very strong. And then anything you can manage. Okay. Vacham niyachatmanitam niyacha buddhau diyam yacha cha buddhi sakshini tam chapi purnatmani nirvikalpe vilapya shantim paramam bhajasva Vacham niyachatmanitam niyacha buddhau diyam yacha cha buddhi sakshini tam chapi purnatmani nirvikalpe vilapya shantim paramam bhajasva. See, Vacham niyachatmani tam niyacha buddhau, meaning restrain the speech. Vacha means speech. Restrain the speech in the mind. Here Atmani means mind, here in this context. That is why I told you the other day, this word Atma is used in different contexts for different things. So, Vacham niyacha Atmani. Atmani means in the mind. Tam niyacha buddhau. The mind has to be controlled or have to be managed by the buddhi, by the clear thinking. Diyam yachacha buddhi sakshini. See, and buddhi is also limited. Therefore, that has to be merged in what? Buddhi sakshini, the witness, which is just watching everything. And the sakshi also has to be merged in what? In the purnatmani nirvikalpe. You mean to say Sakshi also is not final, Swamiji? It is not that. With respect to the world of happening, something is referred as Sakshi. But when the world of happening is transcended, it is no more called as Sakshi, it is Paramatma only. So therefore, the Sakshi also is merged in Paramatma. Tam chapi purna atmani nirvikalpe vilapya shantim paramam bhajasva. May you enjoy infinite peace, paramam bhajasva. So, what is it? Pradama dwara what? Vag nirodha. Pradama dwaram what? Vag nirodha. So, you have to do what? You have to merge the speech in the mind. Means what? Don't talk. At least do not express verbally. And then mind in buddhi. Buddhi means what? Have some discrimination. Where to talk, where not to talk. Is it required? So unnecessarily don't be a loose cannon, chatterbox. So buddhi. And buddhi also is limited. So buddhi sakshi. Watch and observe all the modifications of the buddhi. And the sakshi also is merged in the Paramatma. Purna Paramatmani means what? He himself will be merged. And therefore, Paramam Shantim Bhajasva. Thus you attain that infinite peace. See, this tongue has to be really controlled because it is at the same time, it is organ of knowledge and also organ of action. Because taste, that goes the last, The eyes may go, ears may go, everything may go. But tongue, very difficult. No teeth, but you want pakodas. Then people grind it and then give pakoda. He cannot have pakoda, he can have only powder. Powder, everything powdered. Pow. But the taste remains. You want it. So that is very important to control. When we can't control, our Madhya Pradesh will grow. And Uttara Pradesh will be empty. Madhya Pradesh only will grow. And all diseases. So controlling the tongue is important. And speech. You can make or break relationship with your words. Ya kavara yinum na kaka. Kava kal so kapar. Tiruvannamalai says. If you can't control anything, that is okay. But control this speech. Kava kal. If you don't, so kapar. You will be miserable. Means so kapar. Soham. Soham means what? You will be very sad and miserable. Later you will regret. Sol irukupattu. Why? You would have uttered something nonsense and you can't take it back also. And the damage is done. And it hurts. It hurts really. So therefore, this speech is this tongue, it's a very important thing. Navai adakkinal naalum adangum. When you control this one sense organ, all the other four will also be tamed. So therefore, everything starts with Vang Nirodha. And then the mind, and then the buddhi, and then the sakshi, and then that is also gone. This is how, step by step, the merging should happen. So, don't unnecessarily comment, judge, react. And then don't unnecessarily chatter within. And then whatever is the modification of the buddhi, watch. And then that also is given up. And you abide in the self. This is how we have to progress from the gross to the subtlest. See, in Vivekachudamani, everything is given. See, Onnati vittu vekkala. He has covered everything.
Gurudev says it is there in Kathopanishad also. So death is told Nachiketa the same thing.
No, Nachiketa was asking about the death, life after death. Kathopanishad has got so much now. Yesterday.
He said the Nachiketa dialogue. Some other dialogues.
No. Yesterday it was not shown everything.
Yeah.
You were asking about yesterday's thing.
No. In this.
See, Gurudev has written here, but it is there. See, Yama's Upadesha goes chapter after chapter. Very many chapters.
Big
Yes, big Upanishad. We have taken it. It's there in the YouTube.
Okay.
It is a big Upanishad actually.
Tamil.
In Tamil, but we will take it in English also. So therefore, Where are we? 370. So, Vilapya Nirvikalpe Shantim Paramam Bhajasva. There you attain peace. So, now we are going to attain peace. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.